commitment that we have in life is good the whole time.
Yep.
No, you're gonna get they're gonna dump shit on you. Can you now stand in front of everybody with doo-doo on you and be like, yep, we finna try again. I'm finna do it again.
You know what? Let me wipe this shit off. I got another idea.
Oh, bro, like, I'm definitely finna take a bath. 100%. I'm gonna get it from in between my neck. Like, we gotta get this shit off us. But you gotta continue to monitor.
Teyana and Iman officially ended things last year, and at first glance, it looked like they were handling the breakup with maturity. Teyana even released a statement, assuring fans there was no bad blood, just two people growing in different directions. But behind closed doors, the reality was much different. Iman wasn't just looking for a fair separation, he was reportedly trying to take it all. According to reports, Iman allegedly tried to reclaim gifts he had given Teyana, including pricey jewelry and even property. But it didn't stop there. He also reportedly demanded a share of her music earnings, even from work she created before their relationship began. Then came the child support fight. Iman claimed he couldn't afford the $8,000 a month he'd been ordered to pay for their daughters, Rue and Junie, a move that raised more than a few eyebrows. But court documents told a different story. While Iman was claiming he couldn't afford child support, records showed he was dropping thousands on himself, including a jaw-dropping $14K a month on food alone. And to make matters worse, he allegedly tried to paint Teyana as the higher earner in an attempt to dodge larger payments. But her legal team came prepared, pulling out receipts that showed he was actually spending over $100K a month while pleading poverty. Now that Teyana has moved on with Aaron Pierre, Iman suddenly seems to have a big problem with how things are playing out. And at this point, people are starting to question if this is really about his kids, or if he just can't stand to see Teyana happy without him.
Basically saying that the kids are not safe around Iman. She said Iman be smoking weed around the kids and be forgetting to feed them. One of the wildest parts of the allegations is Teyana says that Iman put the kids in a rideshare in Chicago and had them dropped off at the United Center Arena alone while he had a private driver drop him off at the stadium.
Let's rewind for a moment, because this entire situation really kicked off with Teyana and Iman's divorce. And let's just say, it was far from smooth. In the beginning, Teyana tried to keep things respectful. She put out a calm, grown-up statement, saying they were still on good terms and had simply grown apart. No drama, just two people going their separate ways. But behind the scenes, there was plenty of drama. Iman wasn't looking for a clean, peaceful split. He reportedly wanted it all. According to reports, Iman actually tried to take back gifts he had given Teyana over the years, and we're not talking about little things. He allegedly wanted back luxury jewelry, high-end designer pieces, and even a whole condo that was supposed to belong to her. Like, sir, be serious. And if that wasn't already outrageous, he also went after a cut of Teyana's music royalties, not just from the projects they worked on together, but even from songs she made before they were a couple. The audacity was next level. Nope, he was seriously trying to cash in on music Teyana made before they even met. That's a whole new level of petty. It's giving bitter, it's giving desperation. But let's be real, Teyana has always been a hustler. She built her name, her brand, and her career long before Iman ever entered the picture. So for him to suddenly act like he's owed a piece of her earnings, that wasn't just messy, it was straight up disrespectful. And if that wasn't petty, enough. Iman then turned around and started griping about child support. Yep, the same man pinching pennies when it came to his own kids was out here dropping thousands on himself every month like it was nothing.
Come on the show to lose.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's another reason it's exciting for me, because it's at the end of the day, it's a competition.
Now let's get into the real kicker: child support. Because when it came time to step up for Rue and Junie, Iman suddenly claimed he was strapped for cash. He told the court he couldn't afford to pay $8K a month, but at the same time, court records showed he was dropping $14,000 a month on takeout alone. Like, make it make sense. And he didn't stop there. Iman actually tried to argue that Teyana was the bigger earner, so he shouldn't be on the hook for that much. But Teyana's legal team came prepared. With receipts, turns out he was spending over $100K a month, all on himself. So let's break this down. He had money for designer clothes, luxury vacations, and ordering out every day. But when it came to supporting his kids, suddenly he's crying broke? Yeah, right. And here's the part that really had everyone talking. Iman wasn't just trying to cut down his payments. According to some sources, he was actually trying to get full custody of their dog. Why? Because that move could take him off the hook for child support altogether and flip the script so Teyana would end up paying him. But let's be honest, this was never really about money. The timing, way too convenient. It's starting to look like Iman's real problem wasn't his wallet. It was watching Teyana move on without him. After all the chaos with the divorce and the child support drama, Teyana decided to shift the focus back to herself. And let's be real, she handled it all like a queen. Instead of firing shots or airing everything out online, she kept it classy. She stayed on her grind, kept her personal life low-key, and moved with grace. For a while, fans were speculating, wondering if she was seeing someone new. But Teyana wasn't giving anyone a thing. She was busy living her life, raising her daughters, and securing the bag. Then, out of nowhere, boom, she popped. Out with Aaron Pierre, and suddenly, the puzzle pieces started to click. And if you don't know, Aaron Pierre is a rising star, a talented British actor who's been making serious waves in Hollywood. Let's be real for a second. Teyana and Aaron look good together, like, really good. At first, people weren't sure how serious things were, but then came the public appearances. They started showing up at events, looking all cozy, all comfortable, and y'all, the chemistry? Undeniable. But the real moment. That had the internet buzzing? When Aaron won the Rising Star Award and Teyana wrapped him up in that hug. Now, this wasn't some casual, friendly congratulations hug. Oh no, this was full-on, this my man energy. The way she looked at him, the way he held her, it was crystal clear. They weren't just friends anymore. Fans were loving it. They were hyping Teyana up, celebrating her new chapter and the fact that she'd finally moved on from all the drama and negativity. But you know who wasn't feeling it? Iman. Because the second Teyana started looking too happy, suddenly he had a huge problem. And now, out of nowhere, reports are surfacing that Iman is trying to get full custody of their daughters. Let's be real, though. This move is screaming petty. Here's the thing. Iman has never exactly been known as Father of the Year. In fact, he's been accused of being an absentee dad. Some sources even claimed that when the kids were with him, he wasn't exactly stepping up in the way a father should. But now, with Teyana happily moved on, suddenly, he's the most dedicated dad in the world. It's looking real suspicious, y'all. Because this isn't just about custody, it's about control. When Teyana was single, Iman wasn't out here fighting for full custody. He was cool letting things stay the way they were. But the second she starts building something new with Aaron, now he wants to flip the script. This is giving off some serious, if I can't have you, nobody can vibes. It's about ego, it's about jealousy, and let's be honest, it's about being messy. So here's the million-dollar question. Does Iman actually care about his kids? Or is this just another move to make Teyana's life harder? Because right now, it's looking real shady.
Something that you guys have done frequently in having menage a trois?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that's the mix-up. You know what I'm saying? People hear it and think that it's like a thing where it's like every day we just taking bitches down. Like that's not that. It just be those times where like we just like if we on vacation, like our anniversary, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain times where like you know, like in the beginning, I wanted to try it. Like I said, I'm Dora the Explorer.
As soon as the news broke that Iman was trying to get full custody, the internet did not hold back. Social media went wild, with people calling him out, saying this wasn't about the kids, it was all about his ego. One of the biggest points fans are making, Iman only started making moves once Teyana got with Aaron. Like, sir, where was all this energy before? For months, he was just chilling, barely making a blip on the radar. But the second Teyana's out here thriving and looking happy, now he suddenly wants to play the victim. Twitter and Instagram were dragging him, with people calling this classic, toxic ex behavior. One user even said, Iman wasn't worried about being a full-time dad when he was out partying and spending thousands on himself. But now that Teyana's got a new man, suddenly he wants to fight for custody. And honestly, people aren't wrong for calling that out. Because let's face it, Iman was living the high life when he was with Teyana. NBA money, endorsement, deals, reality TV checks. But now, his career's not exactly thriving. Meanwhile, Teyana is out here securing the bag, booking roles, and still dominating in music and fashion. Some fans are starting to think that's really what this is about. They believe Iman can't stand to see Teyana winning without him. Others think it's all about being petty and spiteful, like he doesn't actually expect to win full custody, but he's just trying to drag Teyana through the mud. Let's be real. Custody battles take time, money, and energy, and it's clear that's exactly what he wants to drain from her. Even if Iman doesn't win, he's still making Teyana's life harder by dragging her into unnecessary legal drama. One fan perfectly summed it up, saying, "This isn't about the kids. This is about Iman feeling like he lost control. Teyana's moving on and he can't handle it." But guess what? Teyana is not letting this drama slow her down. So, what do y'all think? Is Iman really doing this for the kids? Or is he just bitter that Teyana moved on? And do you think Teyana and Aaron will last? Because so far, they're looking real solid together. Let me know in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be keeping you updated with all the latest tea.